Croeso cynnes i chi gyd, a diolch am cymryd ran yn y cwtsh mwyaf yn y byd. Diolch am ddod yma heddiw i ddathlu Canmlwyddiant, gosod garreg sylfaen y Llyfrgell Genedlaethol, ac i ddangos eich cariad tuag at y Llyfrgell. Nid yn unig y Llyfrgell ei hun, ond yr hyn mae'r Llyfrgell yn sefyll drosti, sef yr hawl gan bawb i gael mynediad am ddim, i wybodaeth ac i ddiwylliant. A warm welcome to every one of you, whether you're red, dead or neither. And many thanks for taking part in what we think is the world's biggest cwtsh. Today is the exact centenary of the laying of the foundation stone of the National Library. So today we celebrate what our ancestors did. Stuart Rendell, the man who gave the land for this building, Sir John Williams, our first president, and all the men and women who planned and built and developed this great building and everything inside it. But today is also a chance to demonstrate our affection and love for the library itself, and for what the library and other institutions stand for. In essence, the right of every person in society to have free access to knowledge and to our culture. Dwi'n arbennig o falch I weld fod yr athro David Jenkins gyda ni heddiw. Dafydd yw darllenydd hynaf y Llyfrgell Genedlaethol, a fel mae'n digwydd, mae'n 100 oed eleni. Mae felly ar adeilad yn gyfoedion. It's great to see so many of you here, and people of all ages, from almost 0 to 100, and it's great to see Professor David Jenkins, our greatest authority on the Old Welsh laws, who's 100 this year, and our oldest reader here in the library. Felly, croeso a diolch am ddod, David. It's also great to see the support of so many local and national institutions here today. To name just a few, the staff of the Welsh Government, Cubs and Scouts, the Urdd, Theatr Arad Goch, Merched y Wawr, the Royal Commission, Plas Llyest, and Communities First Penparci. Dros y ganrif eithebio mae'r Llyfrgell wedi tyfu a thyfu. Di chi wedi bod yn gyfrifol heddiw am greu cadwyn ddynol o ryw 1/2 kilometr o hyd. A petai rhywun yn gosod un llyfrau, just un llyfrau mas mewn un rhes, bydda'r rhes honno yn ymestyn o Aberystwyth I Baris. Mae twf cyson hefyd yn y nifer o bobl sy'n defnyddio'r llyfrgell. Hynny yw, mae yna galw diben draw I ddysgu mwy am un hunan, un cymunedau, un gwlad, ac un byd ni. Over the last century, the library has grown and still grows until it's now 1/2 kilometre in circumference. And this growth is because we humans have an insatiable appetite for knowledge. Knowledge about ourselves, our communities, our nation, and the world. And now it's my great pleasure to hand over to the President of the National Library, David Wigley, to say a few more words.
Wel, diolch yn fawr iawn, Andrew, am y cyflwyniad ac am y geiriau yna. A diolch yn fawr iawn I chi, bob un ohonoch chi sydd wedi troi allan heddiw, gweitha'r bygythiad wedi amlawio, maen nhw'n dal yn ôl tan da ni wedi cael yn dathliadau dwi'n sicr. A mae'n dda gweld gymaint o gynulodau staff y Llyfrgell yma, llyfrgellwyr a llywyddion y Llyfrgell Genedlaethol. Mae'n dda hefyd gweld rhai eraill sydd wedi cefnogi'r llyfrgell dros ganrif. Nid chi ydy'r un hynna sydd yma heddiw, oherwydd mae Gwenant Gillespie yn ymplith ni ddari gyrraedd 100 oed y llynedd. Wedi geni cyn i'r seremoni gymryd lle yma canrif yn ôl. Gwenant, mae'n dda gweld chi yma. A dda gweld Mered a Phyllis yma hefyd a gymaint o gefnogwyr. Ac o safbwynt y Cynulliad Genedlaethol, mae dda gweld bod yr aelod lleol, Elin Jones, yma'n ymplith ni hefyd. A diolch i'r Cynulliad am gefnogaeth. Da ni'n cofio'r gorffennol heddiw. Da ni'n cofio'r gorffennol, ond da ni'n adeiladu ar gyfer y dyfodol. And as so many people come together who have seen this institution develop over 100 years, it's good that we look to the future as well as glorify in what's been achieved in the past over the century. A be fydd yma? Pen Canmlwyddiant. O, dwi'n sicr fydda i ddim yma mewn pen Canmlwyddiant a mae'n debyg fydd rhan fwyaf ohono ni ddim. Ond yr un mor sicr, gyda'r gefnogaeth a'r gwaith sydd wedi mynd ymlaen yn y llyfrgell yma dros y blynyddoedd, os di hynny'n parhau i'r dyfodol, yna mi fydd y sefydliad yma o hyd mewn Canmlwyddiant i wasanaethu'r Gymru sy'n bodoli pryd hynny. Ac os ydy'r seiliau'n gywir ar gyfer y dyfodol, yna mi fydd yna genhedlaeth arall yn ymhyfrydu yn yr hyn yr ydyn ni wedi bod fel cenedl, yr hyn yr ydyn ni heddiw, a'r hyn a fyddwn ni yn y dyfodol. This institution belongs to the whole of Wales, and it belongs to every generation. And as we move holding hands together from one generation to the next 100 years will be an opportunity for the National Library of Wales to give the same contribution to our nation as has happened over the last 100 years. Mi fydd yna her dros y ganrif i ddwad. Mi fydd yna gwestiynau ynglyn â dyfodol, nid yn unig Cymru ond y byd i gyd. Her i'r dyfodol. But in facing that challenge, we can do so more securely when we have our roots in our own national culture and heritage, which is represented so strongly here. Does neb yn gwybod pa newidiadau technolegol sydd am ddod dros y blynyddoedd. Pwy fysa di meddwl can mlynedd yn ôl fod yr archif sydd gennym ni rwan yn archif sain a sgrin, fod y systemau digidol yn gallu mynd a'n gwybodaeth ni i bedwar ban y byd. Canrif yn ôl, oedd pethau yn wahanol iawn. Mae pethau wedi newid ac mi fydden nhw'n newid eto i'r dyfodol. We must embrace the change that comes and adapt the ways we work within institutions like the National Library to ensure that we are providing our heritage through means that are accessible and usable to the younger generations, and we must be willing to grasp the technology that makes that happen. On the 15th of July 1911, 2 foundation stones were laid below us by King George V and his wife, Queen Mary. The ceremony was marked by the sounding of a gun salute of a flotilla in the bay below us. I don't suppose that at that time, in 1911, they realized what tragedy and what guns would be firing in a little more than 3 years after that. So here we are today, 100 years later on. And what does the future hold for us? Hopefully, it holds better experiences than we had in the 20th century. The building of the National Library of Wales is a fortress which stands to defend our civilization in all its forms for future generations to enjoy and to study. If there is a lesson from the past 100 years, it is that companies come and go, states and countries come and go, empires come and go, but the National Library of Wales and the Welsh nation is still here, yma o hyd, keeping and sharing its collections, a refuge in peace and war, as David Jenkins said, to serve the people of Wales and the wider world audience. The National Library, designed by Sir Cuffing Greenslade, is a beautiful building, as we all know. And it's here to extend a welcome. We hope that all of you who are here, some for the first time, but most as all stalwarts, will join us at the conclusion of this ceremony in order to have some refreshment and to enjoy sharing experiences. Mae'n bleser o'r mwyaf, fel llywydd y Llyfrgell Genedlaethol, i fod yma ar ddiwrnod mor fendigedig a heddiw, i ddathlu gyda'r gacan yma a'ch cwmni, Canmlwyddiant ar adeilad yma. Diolch o galon i chi am fod yma i rannu'r diwrnod.